Welcome to ACOT's video tutorial series developed to assist you in navigating ACOT's online platform. This is the fourth and final mini tutorial on completing your annual Continuing Competence Program submission. This final tutorial in the Continuing Competence Program series will provide a quick overview of how to edit your learning plan goals during the year or during registration renewal in response to changes in your employment or life circumstances. If you can't recall which indicators you selected to set goals for back in January or February, the easiest way to check is by going to your 2020-21 learning plan, accessed by clicking the My Learning tab on the left-hand side of the homepage of the online platform. After you click on the My Learning tab, click on the arrow for the current year. Note that you can view, but not edit, the learning plans for past years, up to the point where the Continuing Competence Program went online, which was the 2014-15 registration year. It could be that the indicators you selected during last year's registration renewal still work. You just need to rewrite your initial reflection and goal statement to align with any changes. For example, maybe you selected Code of Ethics Indicator 13.2, providing services only in areas of competence, because you are planning to learn how to administer a new assessment tool. But early in the pandemic, you were redeployed to do COVID testing or contact tracing. In this example, the indicator still works. You just need to rewrite or add to the initial reflection and goal statement. If you do need to pick a different indicator or indicators as area of focus, you'll need to edit your self-assessment first for the new goal to show up on your learning plan. Click on the arrow for the current year. Don't worry that it says Submitted. Your self-assessment is editable at any time throughout the year, right up until you pay your registration renewal fees. As with the historic learning plans, you can also view, but not edit, any self-assessments completed up to the point the Continuing Competence Program went online. Accessing your self-assessment to edit is similar during renewal. Although if you've already initiated the renewal process, you'll be required to complete your profile update first before being allowed to edit your learning plan. For information on updating your profile, check out the Updating Your Profile video tutorial series or the Guide to Registration Renewal, both accessed from the CCP Resources page in the Continuing Competence tab of the ACOT website. Once you've initiated registration renewal, you will see the 4 steps of the renewal process, or 3 if you're canceling your registration, along the top of the page. You can track what you've completed and what still needs to be done by referring to the status of each of the 4 steps. Once a step is completed, the number will be replaced by a check mark. The step you are currently at in the process will show up as darker blue. Once in the self-assessment, you will need to click on the Edit button. If you can't see the Edit button, it may be that you have your computer screen zoomed in too close. Scroll down on the far right-hand side of your computer screen to see the Edit button and click on it. Once you have selected the new area or areas of focus from the Standards of Practice and Code of Ethics indicators, scroll to the bottom of the self-assessment page and click on the Submit button. The new indicators you added as areas of focus will show up in blue. In order to have them show up on your learning plan, you will need to click on them to turn them green. In this example, because 3 areas of focus had already been selected, 1 or more has to be unchecked, as the system blocks you from adding more than 3. If you're okay with losing any content that you've already written into your learning plan, you can go ahead and unclick the old indicators and click the new ones, and proceed to adding content to your learning plan. However, if you have content that you want to save in your learning plan, then copy and paste the initial reflection and goal statement from the old goal into a non-goal related learning record prior to editing and updating your self-assessment. If you have fewer than 3 goals, this will not be an issue, as you can indicate that the old goal is discontinued in your learning plan, along with an explanation, and the content will be saved along with the newly added content in your learning plan submission for the year. Once you click on the Save button, you'll notice that the new area or areas of focus now show up in your learning plan. Depending on when in the registration year you're making this change, you will at least need to reflect on why you have selected the new area of focus, write a new learning goal, and select the learning activities you anticipate completing to achieve this goal. If you're making this change during registration renewal, you will also need to add at least one learning record and reflect in the goal completion status options section as well prior to saving and submitting. If you have any questions about changing your learning plan goals mid-year after reviewing this tutorial and the CCP step-by-step guide, feel free to contact ACOT for support and guidance through this process. This concludes the 4-part video tutorial series on completing your annual Continuing Competence Program submission. You can access the other video tutorials and written resources from the CCP Resources page in the Continuing Competence tab of the ACOT website.